journey number 121 to gratitude. Thinking about my life specifically, about life itself, and the subject of gratitude, um, being gracious, paying homage to uh, the systems of life, the universe that gives us an ability to carry on and do the things we do. And sometimes the thing that we feel is somewhat as an egocentric uh, energy or mindset of thinking that everything centers around ourselves. And when we put things into perspective by realizing that we're just part of the whole, that each one of us goes through similar and probably uh, similar conflicts, similar thoughts like everyone else, that we're not any more important than anyone else. And that doesn't diminish ourselves and the power that we contain as a soul or as a human being, but the fact that it's important for us to be able to show gratitude. Um, because when we show gratitude, we really change the relationship to life itself. It moves us from separation into connection. And what happens is that, when we're in a place where we no longer are standing on the outside of life, wanting things to be different, we are in the moment, right? Acknowledging what is already present or what's around us. So on a nervous system level, for us and for everyone else, gratitude shifts us from the survival mode into safety. The body relaxes, our breath can deepen, and when we give thanks, we can then tell ourselves and the world, I'm not under attack any longer. That alone is healing. The fact that we can have a sense of control can give us a feeling of like, that everything is okay, and we don't have to be in that state of nervousness. And gratitude is also important, right? Because it interrupts the entitlement and resentment that we may have. Not by denying pain, right? But by widening the lens of our lives, to be giving us the opportunity to see beyond things. And you can, be in a state of grieving something and also grateful at the same time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have one emotion over the other completely, right? Things can shift. So gratitude doesn't have to erase things, but it prevents them from becoming our sole identity or completely taking us off course. And that's what really happens in that egocentric position where we think again that the world centers around us, that we lose track of the great gratitude that we can have while suffering or while carrying that weight on our back. And just being in a state of openness, of looking at things, the simple things that we're given or presented with in our lives, the oxygen that we have, the food that we have, the roof over our head, the little things that exist in order to really go to ground level of things, like staying in a grounding position, close to the earth, thinking about the necessities as opposed to the luxuries of our lives. And when all of the necessities are taken care of, then we can really be grateful, and everything else then is a bonus that's added to our lives. So I think if we look at our lives at this particular moment and ask ourselves, what are we gracious for? What do we have gratitude for? And again, if we do this, like every single day when we wake up in the morning or before we go to bed, and we put ourselves in this position of graciousness, of gratitude, of just mentioning the things, having that open dialogue or communication with our higher self, I think then we are paying homage to whatever the universe presents to us in our lives. And it gives us more of what we would like, as opposed to having a lack or a desire for the things we want more of. I think when we're in that state of graciousness, we receive more. When we're in a state of gratitude, we're on the right path. So let's journey today to gratitude, and to perhaps ask yourself, what do you have gratitude for? Or what would you like to focus more on in your life that gives you that sense of gratitude? Or just thinking about the things that you should have gratitude for would be probably a beginning. So let's get into a place of comfort where you could either lie down or sit up, closing your eyes preferably. You can cover it with something, so this way you don't have added light coming into your eyes. The darker it is, the more you'll be able to concentrate. And as we journey Let's see what spirit animal comes through and what information is presented to you. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be journey 121 to gratitude. We can never fall short of being gracious or having gratitude towards something. The life, whatever it is, the air we breathe, again, the house we have, the roof over our head, the food, the oxygen, the basics, the simple things. And everything else thereafter is a bonus. Okay, so get into a comfortable position, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. And let's go on our journey. Into the forest. On a narrow path. Surrounded by beautiful, tall trees. You take a deep breath in, and you can smell the pine. The brisk air. As the sun shines brightly on your face, warming it. Continue on the path. Up ahead is an opening into a cave. As you get closer, you see its darkness. And you use your hands to navigate. Darkness up ahead. The light from the other side shines brightly. And you make your way out to the other side on a new path. The new path is an open field. Mountains left and right. And you continue on that path. When you hear a noise from behind, and you turn around, and you see a spirit animal, what animal do you see? Closer to your spirit animal, and you bring up the subject of gratitude. And you listen for the answers. on the path, searching up ahead for the cave. As you enter the cave through its darkness, using your hands to navigate, seeing the light from the other side. As you exit the cave, back on the original path, you take a deep breath in and exhale. The sun warming your body. As you continue on the path to the right, is a pine tree. You stop in front of the tree and put your arms and hands around it. You thank the tree for transmuting the energies, taking the positive ions and neutralizing them. You look up to the tree and thank it as you release your hands and arms. And you continue on the path out of the forest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Move your fingers, moving your toes, shrugging your shoulders, and releasing. And when you're ready, you come back into the room. Okay, today was Shamanic Journey number 121 to gratitude, and there's really no wrong timing when we're in need of really offering life the gratitude that we feel towards it. The little things that life offers that keep us in the loop of survival, of thriving, of paying attention to the little things, the air we breathe, the water we drink, having a roof over our head, the ability to get around with a car or whatever transportation, and then building upon the simple things towards more of the things that we desire, but always paying a sense of gratitude for the little things. And really, gratitude's important, really, because it changes our relation to life itself, right? It moves us from separation into connection, giving us the opportunity to no longer stand outside of moments and being present and acknowledging what is already here. And I think we find a greater sense of peace within our lives if we do this on a daily basis, whether in the morning or at night, just showing gratitude, thinking of the small things that we have, and somehow feeling the benefits that can take place in doing such. Just wanted to pass a little story about how how the spirit animals present themselves, and how I've been taking you along on this journey of some of the things that I've encountered. And many of you know I've shared with you the passing of my father and those feelings that come along with that, grief itself. And I want to show gratitude for nature presenting certain symbols, synchronicities to me. And I posted this on my Facebook, but I'll present it to you if you haven't seen it or you're not on Facebook with me. Well, I came home the night of the Super Bowl. It was dark, but the light by the door was on. And on the doormat outside of my apartment, there was a mourning dove feather on the mat itself. And the mourning dove feather, as it's spelled, is mourning, which is so interesting. And the symbol of that mourning dove is actually, again, a recognition of acknowledgement that somebody who's passed is with you, or with me, or with you if you find your own types of symbols or synchronicities. And so for me, it was very special to be able to have gratitude towards the bird, towards nature, towards life, presenting itself to me to give me some solace in some of these times where the emotions go up and down. And it certainly did that. So I offer to you to not only show gratitude to the things that we run into on a daily basis or we're exposed to around our house, but also to the things that nature presents to us as well, and give gratitude to that, because that's also helping us and supporting us on our journey. All right, I want to thank you for joining me and offering me the opportunity to be able to do this with you. And if you didn't catch it on live now, you'll catch it on the replay. I have a couple of interviews coming up this week, interesting, about UFOs, UAPs, and other works coming up as well. So I hope you have a great evening. And again, I'm grateful for all of you, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. Okay, have a great evening.